Some motherfuckers have to stop overthinking shit. There's been several calls that have gone on where there are two types of people. There's one person to enroll into the fitness coaching that I do who's just ready to go. They've known it was time to change, and they already made the decision before they even jumped on. They just wanted to have a chat, see how the process worked, and enroll. And those are the people who turn out to be great transformations. Those are the people who get results. But then there's a second type of person. The person who spent way too long in their life postponing taking care of themselves, and then they like the idea of getting in shape because they look down and they see their stomach. Then they jump on the call because they kind of know they should be doing it, so the call feels like they're starting to take action. But when it actually comes to enrolling and putting their finger on the trigger, they got to think about it. The problem with this is that they've been thinking about it their whole life. The problem is not a, is this going to work kind of thing. It's an application problem. So thinking about it isn't going to help you fix the problem, which is overthinking and not doing. It's an application problem, which means thinking about it will do shit. It's actually putting your finger on the trigger and saying, hey, I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit to myself after all these years of putting other people first and neglecting myself. That's in reality what the problem is. You don't need to think about it for another week. What's there to think about? What is there to think about? To think about how long you've been overweight for? To think about how much opportunity it's taken away from your life because people don't take you as seriously? To think about all of the missed opportunity from the lack of energy and mental clarity that you have? To think about the lack of confidence and how that's affected relationships in your life? Intimate relationships, social relationships, business relationships and partnerships? How you do deals? Is that what you're going to think about? Only to say, okay, then yeah, maybe I should. Because time is money. Time is money. And all this thinking about it and wishy-washiness for something as imperative as your health is the reason why you aren't getting results like most people who actually take care of themselves and are doing well are getting. The reason they're getting results is because they know what's important and they don't delay that process. They don't wait until things get terrible before they actually take action on an area. But these people who want to think about it, they have to let it get to the point to where they put on 40, 50 odd kilos to be able to actually go take action. They wait to the point where it's genuinely taking so much away from their life to where they're maybe even thinking about it. And from that point onwards, they're so far down the rabbit hole. Most of them don't even end up starting and they just die that way. It's the harsh reality, man. There's a lot of people who I speak to in their 40s and 50s who tell me that friends around them are dropping like flies. And that got their ass inspired to jump on that call with me. It's just a reality, man. It's all this thinking about it, all this postponing, this delaying a decision because maybe you're afraid that you can't commit to it. That's the problem. The fact that you're not committing right now is already the problem. The only way to get better at committing is to do step one of committing, which is signing up. That's how you start. So you not making a decision because you're scared of committing is reinforcing the non-committal attitude. It's actually you're proving yourself to be true when you say I need to think about it and you don't commit. It's only when you decide to commit that you're rewriting the narrative because now your behavior is showing that you are willing to commit. Therefore, why wouldn't you commit then to the actions that you're being told to do from a coach? So what behaviors are you reinforcing? You've got to think about how it all comes around the full circle and big picture. And for most people, they get all their anticipation to jump on a call, waste someone's time, waste their time like they already have been. For what? To say they tried? Man, you get one life, dude. You get one life. Don't be one of those people, man. Don't be half-assed with anything you do. You do it all the way or you don't. No, you don't need to be perfect. But what I mean is that you commit to making the decision of improving that area, non-negotiable. Even if it's 20% better, it's better than 0%. And fitness is one of those things that 20% you will still get a benefit. You don't need to be 100% to get benefit. You can start changing some little things and already be losing weight every single week. Already start to be building up the habit of working out. There's ways that you don't have to overwhelm it. But that's what my guys are doing. The ones who are already willing to commit to themselves. And there are guys who did spend a large portion of their time, got to a place that was extremely painful, and then decided to commit. The question is, how long and how much worse do you want things to get before you get to that point? Ask yourself that. How much worse does it have to get? How much more weight do you have to gain? How much more disrespect do you have to get in your life? How many more jobs do you have to get laid off from? How many more opportunities do you have to get passed up on? How many activities are you saying no to because you're not fit enough to do it? Travels that you're not doing because you're not confident enough to go out, take your shirt off at the beach? It's your body, man. It feels everything that you do. You can't commit to that. See, the thing is, right, whether you commit to your body or not, you're committing to having the life of pain. Whether you like it or not, there's a commitment either way. If you don't commit to taking care of yourself, you're committed to doing the opposite. You're committed to trashing your body. That's what your actions are doing. That's what they're saying. You may as well commit to something that's going to benefit you and everyone around you. Because it's not even just about you. Think about how many people are getting a 20%, 30%, 40% version of you simply because you're not showing up the way that you know you could. Have more respect for yourself. Stop putting things before yourself that aren't as important. And every time you do that, you lose yourself a little bit more and a little bit more. Until you don't even recognize who you see in the mirror. Until the day where you've gone so far down that rabbit hole, it's too hard to get out of. I see it all the time. It's your choice. It's your choice which path you want to go down. All I know is the ones who do have a great fucking life, the ones who have minimal regret, maximum fulfillment, have people around them who love and care for them, have opportunities that they know they're capable of living and living up to and receiving, are the ones who don't hesitate on the things that truly matter in life. Health, wealth, relationships. 3 integral things. Neglect any of them and you will pay. There's a price that's already been paid. So choose which price you want to pay.